So anyways, there's techniques that you use when you're teaching
Yes.
people in prison or when you're teaching actors how to act and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Let's take a technique and
Let's do it.
explore something with this. Take a
Absolutely.
technique and let's
Okay.
use that technique and how it relates to life in general. So give
All
me your
right.
acting technique.
Got it. Acting 101. The first thing
Okay.
that you're going to learn in Acting 101 is, what does every actor say? What's my objective? In every scene, you've got to find your character's objective. What is that thing your character wants more than anything else? And then you've got to find your character's obstacle, as in what's in the character's way from getting it.
Okay.
Every movie breaks down to that. Okay.
Okay. And
So
everybody's life breaks down to that. You're going to have obstacles in
look,
your way and you can't go around them. You got to go through them.
exactly. What then comes into place, what they teach you in Acting 101, you have your objective, you have what something's in your way, and then you have your tactics, which are, what are the different tactics my character is going to try, or different choices my character is going to make to achieve that goal or to get around that obstacle. Now, the reason this is Acting 101 is because this is Life 101.
Yeah.
It's actually, it boils down to all entertainment. It's not just movies. It's also sports. Sports are a perfect example of this. You got one team who's got the objective to win, to put the ball in the basket, to cross the end zone. And then you have the obstacle, which is the other team who's trying to stop them.
Yeah.
So what we're watching, the reason we cheer when Michael Jordan jumps in the air and does 5 flips around a guy to make the basket, is because we're watching somebody overcome the obstacles in their way to achieve their objective. That's what we're seeing. And the more they go through to achieve that obstacle, the more we cheer at the end, the more we're amazed by what they're going through.
Yeah.
As you said perfectly, that's life. We all have something we want. We all have a goal, but there's something in our way, and we've got to find the tactics to get around that obstacle. When you view a challenge as an obstacle, when you view a challenge as an obstacle, then the challenge becomes exciting. Another way I like to liken it to is, it's like a video game. Okay. Now, I don't know if you played a lot of video games. I certainly did when I was younger. I'm not big into gaming now as much, but the point of any video game is you have level 1, the first level, and it's normally the easiest level, but there's still challenges. Oh, I died here. I'm trying to make it to the end, but this part pops up and I died. Okay. So then you figure out ways around it. Oh, I got to jump here. I got to move here. I got to do this. You figure out your tactics. Then you beat the level. And then you go on to the next level. And what happens? It gets harder. There's more obstacles. And you figure out a way to beat that. And then level 3, level 4. And it just keeps getting harder and harder and harder. But when you go back to level 1, after you're on level 10, those obstacles that once were stopping you in your tracks are now a breeze. It's like, this is baby stuff. And that's kind of a metaphor for life, and also any progression in life. You have to just go through it. Sometimes you have to let the obstacle, I hope it's okay to swear a little bit here, you have to let the obstacle kick your ass a little bit. You got to kind of let it beat you down so that you can take the lumps and go, all right, how do I make my way around this? And understanding the obstacle is just as important, because the more you understand an obstacle, the more you can figure out ways around it. And that's the joy of it.
You know what I find? People focus on whatever you focus on expands. And so if people are focused on the object that's in their way and talk about that and think about that and worry about that, then that object is going to stay there and it's going to remain.
It just gets bigger.
It's our
and
mind
bigger
and it's our consciousness
bigger
that holds things into place. So what you're saying is that you don't focus on the obstacle and think about it, talk about it, worry about it, make it bigger.
Right.
What you do, you focus your attention on what is the solution? What am I going to do? And start thinking about that.
What are the tactics around it? And, I was just coaching somebody a few days ago, and I was teaching them this. They were a psychologist, and I was saying, okay, they're trying to break into the life coach industry and all this stuff. And I said, what is an objective that you have right now? What is a want you have right now? And they said, I want to get out there on social media, and I want to I want to get my name out there and I want to get my program out there. And I said, great. What is the biggest obstacle in your way? And they said, well, the biggest obstacle is that, I put stuff out there, but I'm not getting a lot of traction. I'm not getting a lot of people calling me in. I'm not getting a lot of this kind of thing. And I said, okay, cool. We've identified the objective. We've identified the obstacle. Now, what are your tactics? What tactics are you using to get around that obstacle? And they kind of went,
yeah.
I don't know. I've just been so intimidated by the obstacle that I haven't thought about it. So I said, okay, this is the same thing my acting teachers would do with me. They'd sit me down and they'd say, what does your character want in the scene? Okay, what's in their way? Great. What tactics are you going to use to try to make it happen? And that's what they're doing. They're saying, try this, try this. Ooh, now try this. Oh, I have an idea. What if you did this? And that's the creative process. And I love teaching that creative process to anybody when they've got something in their way, because then it becomes, all right, let's have some fun. What are different ways we can tackle this? What's a different idea we can try? So many people just give up, right? They say, oh, that's in my way. All right, I tried. It's too hard. No, what tactics are you using? What are the different choices you're making? So that would be an example.
When I was